Dallas, for many people, is always going to be associated with the assassination.
A commemoration marking the years since President Kennedy was killed is getting attention for new banners. Next Wednesday marks 6 decades since the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Good evening. I'm Clarice Tinsley. He was shot while riding in a motorcade in Dallas. The 6th Floor Museum is preparing a 2-day commemoration of his life and legacy, and their bold banner campaign is getting a lot of attention. Fox 4 is live in downtown Dallas with Alex Boyer and the story. Alex.
Hey, Clarice, you know, if you drive through Dealey Plaza, then you no doubt have had to dodge all of the people who try to stop and take a picture where JFK was assassinated. Well, as you mentioned, the 6th Floor Museum is getting a lot of attention for that upcoming anniversary with a series of banners. If your commute takes you through the city of Dallas, then you may have noticed these eye-catching banners posted up around town. The JFK Was Here signs were put up by the 6th Floor Museum ahead of the 60th anniversary of the assassination of then-President John F. Kennedy.
We were talking about the signage coming in about the route, the parade route Mr. Kennedy was on back in '63.
The banners begin outside Dallas Love Field Airport and follow the route of the presidential motorcade that fateful day. Each one is accompanied by a historical photo taken near that area. According to the museum's website, the intent of the placement along the Dallas motorcade route was to make passerbys aware of the historic significance of these streets, seeking to connect the past to the present. The campaign is being met with mixed reactions.
Is this sadness what we should concentrate on? Or should we concentrate on, yes, it was terrible, but look what good came from it?
He was the stepping stone in this country to get to where things are still changing. There's still a ways to go, but it's improved a lot.
Of course, Dallas, for many people, is always going to be associated with the assassination. But
Jeffrey Engel is the director of the Center for Presidential History at Southern Methodist University. Engel says Dallas will forever be associated with the JFK assassination, especially because the horrific incident in Dealey Plaza was caught on film.
This is important because when we see something, it becomes a part of our memory banks, different than if we just hear about it.
As far as the bold banners go, Engel says there's always going to be some people who dislike something. Engel thinks the museum's campaign is pretty clever.
I think what the 6th Floor Museum did there is brilliant, finding a different way to think about the history that they're there to represent, to think about the history of Dallas.
Noah Benavides agrees.
I think it's just important to acknowledge what's happened anywhere.
And late this afternoon, I got an email response from the museum. A spokesperson tells me, as one of the most defining moments in the 20th century, it is important that this history remain accessible to a younger generation. The museum hopes that by sharing these images in context, new audiences will better understand the significance of the assassination in Dallas. Back to you.
Alex, thank you.